news is all about the AUC, the of Raila Odinga. It was launched today officially, and we shall be taking a look at that. We shall have the various support from that Raila Odinga was able to garner from different stakeholders from the EAC, that is the East African Community, including former presidents and even current presidents. We'll also be looking at that in just a few. So if I were you, I will stick around for this and much more. This is EBN TV, and as I said, Consolata Chimalonza is my name. See you in a few. Welcome. Now, the journey of Azimio leader Raila Odinga towards contesting for the position of chairperson of the African Union has officially begun after President William Ruto launched Odinga's campaign and endorsed him as a candidate for the said position. The ceremony held at the president's residence here in Nairobi was attended by fellow leaders of the East African Community as well as other leaders from African countries and within Kenya.
The Honorable Raila Odinga is a celebrated statesman whose longevity in leadership has been sustained by an unrelenting devotion to democratic change as the foundation of sustainable freedom and prosperity. Therefore, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I know that Honorable Raila not only possesses the requisite credentials, but he is also the ideal candidate to lead the African Union Commission. Accordingly, Kenya endorses his candidature unreservedly, and we commit wholeheartedly to support his candidature, his vision, and his leadership. To assist in making the case for Honorable Odinga's candidature, I also unveil the Secretariat, which will be led by Kenya's Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary, Horace Sing'oei, and Ambassador Elkanah Odembo. It will also include a diverse membership drawn from 5 regions of the African Union. The assignment we are called upon to undertake at the African Union Commission is the work of all Africans, for all Africans, and a noble cause to bring our peoples and nations in touch with the promise of the glorious future we all deserve. And I'm happy that the global community is represented here by our ambassadors. We take this assignment very seriously, and we have entrusted it to our most capable steward. On behalf of the people of Kenya, I wish the Honorable Raila Odinga success as he makes his case to be elected as the chairperson of Africa Union Commission.
The Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, speaking at the same event, expressed his support for Raila Odinga's bid for the position of chairperson of the African Union Commission, noting that all Kenyans are united in backing Odinga to secure this role.
As a country, as we present the Honorable Raila Odinga to be our candidate, it is because Africa, our motherland, deserves the best. The passion and zeal of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga in Pan-Africanism is well documented. Passion knows no age, knows no limit. In the person of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, he'll join the ranks of Jomo Kenyatta and Kwame Nkrumah in pushing the agenda for Africa. I therefore want to say, Your Excellency, the lessons of today are that Raila Odinga, the Right Honorable, is a man of great resilience, endurance, and perseverance. Today, you are going to unveil the transformation of the Right Honorable Odinga from a national leader to an African statesman. And for us in leadership, we have learned great lessons of resilience, endurance, and perseverance. Somebody may ask, why is Rigathi Gachagua, who has before had issues with the leadership of Raila Odinga, as a truthful man, had nothing against him. It's only that we were competing for the same position between him and my boss. Now that he is going for a bigger seat in Africa, all of us, from the president, I, and the rest of Kenya, are behind him. And the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, as a man who listens to the ground, let me confirm to you, I've listened to the ground, and all Kenyans across the political divide, across communities, are in support of your candidature, and we wish you well.
Our former Prime Minister Raila Odinga has now declared that he intends to make the African Union a people-centered organization if he becomes its chairperson. Speaking during the official launch of his bid, Raila stated that he will collaborate with all heads of state to achieve this goal. He also affirmed his readiness to take on the responsibility of the AU, emphasizing the need for a united Africa.
Those were some of the founding fathers of our continent, who believed that Africa will only develop if it is united. Nkrumah said that Africa must unite or perish. That is the school in which I'm coming. To be able to realize the dreams of the founding fathers, first we need peace on the continent. In 2013, they talked of silencing the guns. But in 2024, the guns are not silent on the continent. We will work to ensure that guns are silent so that we can be able to have a peaceful development. Forests of Central Africa, from Indian Ocean to the Atlantic, Africa must be one. Its resilience and hope for a bright future transmitted to our young people. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my selection to be Kenya's candidate is not about one man's ambition, but an African's journey to serve the motherland. Indeed, I plan to constitute my cabinet of chairpersons with a continental outlook. I'm grateful that friends and eminent persons across Africa have volunteered to engage in my campaigns from the West, North, South, Central, and of course, Eastern Africa. Excellencies, I'm ready to serve. My heart is ready and my hands are steady, and with your support, I shall get the opportunity to be of service to Africa, the cradle of mankind. I am made in Eastern Africa for Africa.
During the ceremony to officially launch Raila Odinga's bid for the chairperson of the African Union Commission, East African Community member states including Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, and South Sudan endorsed Odinga. The launch was attended by chairperson of EAC and president of South Sudan, Salva Kiir Mayardit, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni, Tanzania's President Samia Suluhu, Somalia's President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, Burundi's Prime Minister Gervais Ndirakobucha, and former Rwandan Defense Minister James Kabarebe.
As we launch this campaign, I call upon all African leaders and the citizens to support a candidate whose Pan-African credentials are not in doubt and ensure that the African Union Commission is led by someone who is champion of the interests of all Africans to foster unity and to work tirelessly to achieve the goals we have set for ourselves as a continent.
I am here to support the candidature of Raila Odinga as the chairperson of the African Union.
The chairman of the East Africa Community, I strongly appeal to the region to rally behind Right Honorable Odinga and adopt him as the region's candidate. Musa Faki, the outgoing chairperson, approached me when he was about to step down and told me that I should support him. To become the chairperson of the African Union. I told him, my friend, I have no problem with you, but you know that we are blocs. I belong to bloc of East Africa. I cannot therefore go and vote for you.
It is with all this in mind that the government of the United Republic of Tanzania endorses the candidature of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for the position of chairperson of the African Union Commission. Tanzania know Odinga as Pan-Africanist leader.
Away from that, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka will now take over the leadership of the Azimio coalition following the departure of co-principal Raila Odinga, who officially launched his bid for the chairmanship of the African Union Commission today. According to Democratic Action Party of Kenya leader Eugene Wamalwa, there will be no power vacuum within the coalition because Kalonzo, the second most prominent politician in the alliance, will take over the leadership with immediate effect.
With the majority of our people who expect that this administration will be kept on its feet. In fact, they will see opposition that they have never seen before. I can tell you that. And so it will be a team.
To launch officially Baba's journey to Addis, I'm hoping that our leader, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, on the sidelines will take time to whisper to President William Ruto that he has a duty of care to protect this constitution on this Katiba Day.
Opportunity, let me also join my colleagues in wishing Baba Raila Amolo Odinga well as he embarks on the pursuit of that AU seat. We have faith in his ability to guide this continent. He has guided our opposition side of government in this country for a while. He has also been part of government for a while, and we know and appreciate his immense contribution to the governance and democracy of this country. We have the responsibility, of course, as he exits the Rokosh scene, to ensure that the part of the constitution that requires a vibrant opposition is kept going.
Next ranking member of the leadership of our coalition is the Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who was the 10th Vice President of the Republic of Kenya. So as we stand before the nation, it's a case of the first amongst equals.
Those who want the poor of the poorest access education in this country without being hassled, being taken to KICC for unnecessary explanations, should join us in Operation Okoa Kenya under the leadership of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka.
Ieleweke, as those who are remaining in opposition
that we fight for Kenyans. We will ensure that the government, that which they promised, is indeed delivered to the Mama Mboga and to the hustlers.
Now, the Employment and Labor Relations Court in Nairobi has suspended the secondary school teachers' strike organized by the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, that is KUPPET, until the 5th of September. The court issued the order today following an urgent petition filed by the TSC on Monday, August 26th. Judge James Rika stated that the injunction will remain in place until the case is reviewed again on the 5th of September.
Legitimate issues that they have and which the government is responding to. All that we are asking is that as we respond to them, they should go back to class and continue teaching as we resolve those administrative issues. His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, announced that the government will employ an additional 20,000 teachers by the end of the year to ease the shortage of staff in public schools.
Now, the court's order came as the secondary school teacher strike entered its second day today. KUPPET members have continued to voice their demands in the streets, with educational activities in secondary schools being disrupted. KUPPET has reiterated that they will remain in strike until all their demands are met. However, they have issued a warning to any teacher who breaks ranks and refuses to participate in the protest, stating that such an individual will be betraying their colleagues fighting for their rights.
Tumekusanyika hapa kama walimu ili tuonyeshe umoja wetu, kwa sababu serikali tumejaribu waangalie matakwa yetu, lakini walitimiza jambo moja peke yake, na tunasema sisi hatutarudi shule mpaka watimize hayo matakwa. Serikali inatuchezea na wasipo Twitter wakiwa wametimiza hayo maneno yote, sisi hatutarudi shule.
So I want to ask our parents, don't be intimidated by what you hear in the news. Don't allow your child to go to school. Let the direction be given by the union. Don't allow them, please, because you will not find any teacher in school.
We want TSC to scrap the animal known as C3 and C4 so that teachers can be progressively yearly. This issue of stagnating in one job group, we are tired with it. There is the issue of JSS, but I want you to hear it or to get it from a JSS Mongul.
Kwa nini walimu wa JSS bado wanaserve under internship wakati tayari tunajua supplementary budget 2 ili allocate 18.7 billion for confirmation of JSS interns? Sisi hatukubaliani na maneno ya Mbadi kwamba walimu wanafaa kungojea hadi January. Hiyo tumekataa. Tunataka walimu wa JSS wakuwe confirmed as early as July 2024. Court ya labor ilishasema kwamba internship is illegal.
Hii medical cover ya walimu is a thorn in flesh. Teachers are suffering. Walimu wanateseka. Yaani unaenda kwa hospitali, unangoja kuingia ICU, lakini bado unaambiwa kuna pre-auth wanangoja. You wait for 2 days ndio wafanye pre-authorization. And ile hali, this is supposed to be a comprehensive medical scheme.
Tumepanga ratiba kamili ya kuhakikisha hakuna mwalimu anakanyaga darasani. Tumekwisha pata reports kwamba kuna wale principals ambao wanasukuma walimu, wanawasukuma na messages wakiwaita kwa mkutano. I want to tell them this, whatever they are doing is unconstitutional. What we are doing is constitutional. Our teachers have the right to demonstrate, to picket and to fight for their rights.
Now, chaos erupted during an event to distribute wheelchairs to people living with disabilities in the South Mugirango area when a group of young men stormed the meeting and injured several attendees. The event, organized by Kisii County Women Representative Dorcas Aburi, was disrupted after the youths, alleged to be thugs, invaded the gathering and started hurling stones. Police from Etago Police Station were forced to intervene and restore order.
we received a distress call from our SCC-1, Etago, that there is a likelihood of attacks during Madam Donya's visit to Nyakeo Primary School. Now we have one who was armed with the arrows. He is in the cells to be charged for creating disturbance within this area of the meeting.
So Gunism hapa Kisii ilianza 2022 na inaendelea mpaka sahi. So ni tumeizoea. It is part of us. Vile mtu amezoea kukula, mtu amezoea kuongea. Gunism Kisii ndio iko hivyo. There are several people who are injured because they were running up and down. Some they disabled, they were trying to secure a safety place. Then our team, these goons, they identified the people of my team. So they started attacking them. They were rushed to hospital. And then because of the twist between the goons and my team, even those goons were also hurt.
Our residents of Kiunga village in Lamu County have expressed dissatisfaction with the poor infrastructure that has hampered the transportation of goods and people. They say the situation has worsened since the closure of the road from Mokoe through Bargoni to Kiunga. Lamu County Woman Rep Muthoni Marubu has urged the national government to collaborate with the county government to repair the road, which would improve security and boost the area's economy.
Tuko na uchungu, watoto wana hapa nimesoma lakini nikaenda kwa ofisi kwa sababu kuna mwenzangu amesoma na ako na ID. Nimesoma mpaka form 4 lakini sina right ya kupata kazi Kiunga kwa sababu sina ID. Nimesomea ni afadhali ningeolewa nikiwa na miaka 14. Ningekuwa na watoto 21 sasa hivi.
Hii barabara ya kutoka Hindi kuelekea Kiunga ni barabara ambayo inafaa kuchukua only 1.5 hour kufika kutoka Hindi mpaka Kiunga. Saa hizi nimeamka saa 10:30 na nimefika hapa saa 4. Na nimetumia boat kutoka Hindi mpaka Mkokoni, tena kutoka Mkokoni mpaka Kiunga. Ili hali ingechukua only 1.5 hours kufikia hawa wananchi wangu. The challenge that we are having with the road is unprecedented. Kwamba inasemekana kwamba huku kuna area ya security. Basi kama ni security area, kwa nini kusiekwe barabara kutoka Lamu kutoka Hindi mpaka Kiunga ili hata hawa watu wanaweka usalama, watoto wetu, vijana wetu wapate kuacha kuuawa na hizo ID na Al-Shabaab kutoka Somalia. Ingetusaidia sana na ingesaidia serikali kwamba hii barabara is very small. Kwa kwamba itakuwa ni challenge miaka na mikaka. Watu wanateseka, watu wanaumia kwa sababu ya utovu wa barabara. Usalama unazorota kwa sababu ya utovu wa barabara.
Hapa tuko karibu na boda. Ni kilomita kadhaa mpaka kufika sehemu ambayo inaitwa Raskemboni, ambao watu ni kama ndugu zetu. So sisi hatuwezi kufanya utovu wa usalama ama hatuwezi kufanya kitu chochote ili kuwateketeza wanajeshi wetu kwa sababu ya kuwapenda ili kulinda nchi yetu. Na sisi tuipenda nchi yetu kama Kenya, na sisi wakazi wa Kiunga tuipenda Kenya, na sisi ni wa Kenya. So wasituchukulie sisi ni kama watu ambao kutoka eneo la Somalia, ama sisi ni watu ambao hatuna thamani kwa kutuogopa ama kututhamini kwamba sisi ni wahalifu.
Our female leaders from various counties gathered in Uasin Gishu County urging government agencies to step in and resolve the growing cases of gender-based violence. Speaking at an event aimed at empowering the youth, the female representatives called on the government involving young people in various projects. Additionally, MPs from Kericho and Kakamega counties, where cases of violence have been rampant, urged citizens to provide evidence to help in obtaining justice in sexual violence cases.
We were doing empowerment programs. We had giving equipment to young people because many young people are not able to access government tenders because they don't have the equipment.
Men, don't beat up your women. Those are your friends. You met as girlfriends and boyfriends. You loved each other. So the idea of fighting each other in the homes isionekane. Hata wanaume pia hao wanalimwa mangumi na hawasemi. Ndio sababu tunasema mambo ya gender based violence, wanaume msiogope, museme.
We're asking the security agencies in this country, not in one county but in all the counties, to be vigilant and to make sure that the case or the cases are concluded.
kila wakati kupatikana na violence against any of our genders, because gender-based violence is not a women's issue, it's an issue of all the genders, male and female. Ya kwamba tukipata na, makosa kama hiyo ikifanyika, tuhakikisha ya kwamba we are preserving the evidence.
Speaking of young people, they have been urged to form groups and register them to help initiate development projects. This call was made by Jennifer Wairimu, the national leader of the Kenya Youth Organization, during the launch of another branch of the same organization in Bungoma. Jennifer also called on all 47 county governors across the country to address the issue of unemployment that is affecting the Kenyan youth.
Lazima sisi vijana tukue tayari. Tukue tayari kivipi? Kufanya organization kama hii ambao kwamba leo tuna launch Bungoma Youth Organization, na tunamsihi Governor Lusaka ya kwamba tafadhali shikilia hawa vijana. Bungoma Youth Organization wamejikakamua, wanajituma. Ningeomba hata governor wote ambao kwamba tuko na representation kwa 47 county, na hii ni county ya 17 kufanya commission. Kwa hivyo ningeomba ambao kupitia kwa COG ya kwamba governor wote shikilieni vijana mikono, kwamba wapatieni nafasi, kwa sababu vijana they are innovative, they are creative, they have the ability to do whatever they can be able to do.
Youth of this country have united themselves through Kenya Youth Organization, since no any other organization from independent that has ever united youths like Kenya Youth Organization, because all these youths are not being paid, but they came up with a strategy whereby we unite first so that we can go to our elected leaders, to other NGOs, so that we can be able to benefit as one. Because if we are not on the table, remember that if we are not on the table, we are on.
That marks the end of EBN TV Prime Edition. My name is Consolata Chibabong. Thank you very much for choosing this to be your station that will inform you and bring you up to speed with what is happening in the country. I do wish you a good night, and until next time, God bless.